It's Hey Coach with Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mondane. Three coaches and friends talk about sports, life, and everything in between.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's one of your favorite hosts, Coach Tim Simpson, and I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Hey Coach with Coach Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mondane. I got my two co-hosts here. We got a lot we got to talk about, and I can't wait to get into it. So we're gonna come on here, guys. How are we doing this evening?
Good, brother.
Doing good, man. Ready to go.
Yeah. Look, we got to talk about what's going on in college basketball. Something I didn't think I was actually going to see, at least not anytime soon.
Some breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Jay Wright from Villanova has decided to, look, he decided to step down. You know, I'm hoping he's going to be like Tom Brady and say, let's give him one more time. But he decided to step down after 21 years of coaching. Guys, I don't know how you guys feel about it. It's almost like first Coach K, now Coach J. What's going on here? I don't know. Rashard, you got to shine some light on this, man. Hit me up with something. Wait, before we do that first. Rashard, you got to give us give the people a little shout out to what you got going on behind you.
The Brown Hornet, baby. There's only a few people who even know what that is. Man, look at this, man. It's awesome. The looks I get when they see me with that shirt on, like,
oh, I could imagine.
Like, yeah, childhood, baby.
I could imagine.
Childhood.
All right, yeah. Okay, we gotta move on. Jay, go ahead, talk to me, man. What can you make some sense out of what's going on here?
Yeah, man. Jay Wright retiring after 21 years at Villanova. Crazy. I didn't even know he was 60 years old. Like, if you look at him, he could have easily passed for late 40s, early 50s, but 60 years old. He won 2 national championships at Villanova. He won back in 2016 and in 2018 with those teams. I don't think anybody expected him to win in 2016. They just kind of brought it all together. He went on an incredible run these last 6 years of his career. He's got players in the pros now. You know, Villanova's got a big name. You know, we remember the Randy Foyes and that went to Villanova, but not too many people talk about these new guys that he's got that he coached. So 2 national titles before he left. Kind of put himself in a class with multiple national championships. You know, he was getting talked in the likes of Dean Smith and Roy Williams, even Coach K, because, you know, he was an active coach with multiple national championships. So, and I thought he was young. We were just talking on the show a couple episodes ago, like, who's going to take the reins from Coach K as far as, you know, trying to catch him in wins.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jay Wright, he retired, like I said, 21 years at Villanova. Great career. He had over 500 wins. His assistant coach is going to take over for him. His assistant coach actually started off as a videographer and then moved up and got promoted to the assistant coach position these last few years, and he'll be taking over for him now. So, Jay Wright, man, 21 years, and he out at 60.
Yo, I'm gonna. You know what's crazy? You said he had over 500 wins, right?
Yeah.
You know he actually has 642 wins, 282 losses. He has 520 wins and 197 losses at Villanova.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he coached before.
Yeah. So I didn't even know he coached before. Only thing I remember him is coaching in Villanova.
Right.
So that's my
Drexel.
That's right. Yeah. So
like,
see, that's
Drexel, unless it's
exactly
nobody. So it like that just blows my mind. Like when I think about like we talked about with Coach K when he was retiring, you know, we were sitting there. Rashard put that question out. Like, can anybody name who the head coach from Duke was before that? Like, it's like I'm like, you know what? No, I can't. Now without looking it up. Wikipedia, here I come. But
I
I mean,
know Ronnie Massimino used to coach at Villanova because they won in '85. They beat Georgetown. Ed Pickney.
oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
Massimino.
but to off the dome, I remember watching that, but to say Raleigh, Massimino, I wouldn't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
God.
I don't know who was in between, or if there
if there was
right. Or Massimino went straight to Jay Wright. But
Right.
being a basketball, junkie, I know.
Yeah.
Massimino was there when they upset Georgetown. Hit like 90% of their shots in the national championship game.
That's like who was coaching before Popovich.
Right. I almost said Vinny Del Negro a couple weeks ago.
Vinny was at them Clippers, baby.
He played for him. I almost said
Vinny was with the Clippers.
It wasn't that Del Negro. Anyways, but no, this is, oh man, I don't know, man. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about it. Like I said, I was already, like I said, I'm not a Duke fan, but I've always been a Coach K fan. And there's certain players I'd like to come out of that program, and this thing is real, recognized as real, and you respect, people who do the thing the right way. But I mean, first Coach K, now Coach Wright. I don't know what I'm gonna do if Coach Pop decides he's not coming back.
Pop might be gone. It started with Roy Williams last year.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, you look at Pop, he's accomplished everything he needs to accomplish.
Yeah.
So now it's like, what are you really coaching for? And for me, the answer would be he's coaching because he still loves the game.
Right. I think he wanted to get that all-time wins. He wanted to pass up.
Yeah.
He wanted to pass up Donnie Nelson. He did.
Donnie Nelson. Okay. I thought it was somebody like that. All right.
Yeah, because we talked about that too. Because even Rashard's mom was like, "Yo, he just passed Don Nelson. Yo, what was Don Nelson doing on this? How like nobody's come close to this dude.
40 years, 30 years.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
a grip.
Yeah. But you know what? You don't that's not something you really hear about in the NBA. Coaches with that type of longevity, because it's like, win now, this is that. But you got to remember, there was a point in time, like, and I hate getting away from Coach Wright, but, we talked about this. There was a point in time that the Spurs organization wanted to get rid of Pop.
Yeah. Early on, yeah.
So you think about where, I mean, it's one of those things, like, you think about, where would they be if they did move on? Where he would have landed, what that organization would look like. But talking about this stuff going on with Coach Wright, man. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be sad. I think Villanova's still gonna be in pretty good hands because Jay, you mentioned who was stepping up was the videographer.
He an assistant now. He been with the program for 20 years, just like Jay Wright, but he started in the video room. Kind of the Eric Spoelstra.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was saying, you know what? They might actually be okay.
We'll see.
With that coaching, man, you could say, like Jay said, you could pull somebody from within, or somebody who now got it just broke. So you got to look at somebody out there could easily be like, man, Big East. It ain't the old Big East, but it's the Big East. And
right.
You can jump on that job, man. And I mean, I saw that they said that he called a meeting tonight, this afternoon, with the team. So, they still on campus.
Right.
But is this a leapfrog to the league?
Oh.
I mean, think about it. I mean,
wait a minute.
Lakers.
Ooh. I didn't think of that.
I didn't either.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Right.
You have all the money in the world. You and the wife you coach to get fired. But for you to hold it down for 21 years at one spot, you already did Drexel. All that stuff is still in the same little area. You got NBA people was he ever on a dream team coaching staff?
No, I don't think so. Maybe select teams, maybe.
Yeah, I think it might have been select.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you start looking at the benches for the dream teams, for the U.S. Olympic teams, it ain't but one dream team. Yeah, when you start looking at U.S. Olympic teams, boom, start looking down the bench, be like, man, they got some wisdom on them benches. They done already ran my man out of L.A., bro.
Yeah,
they ain't in the playoffs, so it ain't like they stepping on any toes. They're not stepping on anybody's toes.
Yeah. Which I
I
still
don't
think
see him
I don't
doing it.
know.
I see Jay Wright walking away. Period. Like
Right.
I'm out. Ain't no broadcasting, no Saturdays NCAA basketball, CBS, none of that. If Jay walking, he walking. He gone.
He said, "I'm about to enjoy
LA?
this retirement."
And like the man said, he only 60. He could get an NBA 4-5 years, man. Be like, I'm cool. I just wanted to see what I can do. I mean, you giving people like Jason Kidd a job, and I like Jason Kidd. I'm just saying, you giving cats like this a job. You giving Nash a job. You don't think Jay Wright can't coach no NBA players?
Hey, Billy still
Don't get
Billy
respect.
isn't Billy Donovan still in the NBA?
Yeah, you're gonna try to
Billy
run over
he
him like
the
they did
Bulls
Spo.
coach. Billy
They
Donovan
tried to run over
Bulls
Spo
coach.
at the beginning, and Spo wasn't having none of that. Yeah, Donovan's he's the Bulls coach. They played last night.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like
we on the night at 8:30.
I thought y'all played last night. Man, it's too many games. It's too many games. I'm watching everything, bro.
Brooklyn and Boston.
We wouldn't been on this show. I'm like, man, I just saw Billy yesterday.
Brooklyn and Boston tonight, and the Bulls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that we definitely gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into that.
We call that a teaser for all you viewers.
And see, the beautiful thing about it, it's a live show. So I like it because we can talk about some stuff going on at as it's happening, this is that. So I love it, doing the live show, and then being able to do the interaction with the people that come on the show. It's great. So definitely, if you want to go check out the show, there's our social media platforms we have for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then of course you're already on. If you're watching right now, you're on our YouTube channel. At Timothy Rashard Jamal. Gentlemen, I want to take a quick break. Okay. Now, the only reason I really want to take this quick break is just simply because we're going to jump into some NBA playoffs. Okay. We're going to jump into it. All right. We got a lot of first round action that happened. Okay. We got, a couple games they've already played 2 games so far. And so I really want to get into it. I can't wait to get into it. And then there's a couple questions I got, some surprise questions I got for you guys that I didn't tell you because I needed genuine reactions, and I wanted to hear the raw emotions gonna come from these answers. So I got a couple surprise questions I'm gonna throw in, at some point in time. So everybody, please stick around. We'll be right back after this quick break. Hey everybody, we're back. I am your host, Coach Tim Simpson, and I'm joined by my co-host and my partners in crime, Rashard Collins and Jamal Mundane. Gentlemen, how are we doing after that first segment?
Oh, we're good. We're rolling, man.
We're good.
Yeah,
Nobody's
rolling, man. It's good.
Okay.
Rashard made a good point about Jay Wright probably going to the NBA, man. I didn't even think about it since the news so fresh.
I swear to God, I just knew y'all was gonna be like, "Oh, okay, he's gonna go to the Lakers."
You was on it, boy. You was on it.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I was a little Carl Thomas, man. I was into my emotions, man, because emotions make you cry sometimes. But I'm just saying.
Hey, just like I was listening to a station today. They brought up Sean Payton's name. You already know what they're saying. I'm like,
They trying
to put him in Dallas, baby. They want to
move Dallas Stadium to his house.
I'm hoping Sean doesn't do that to himself. He is a great coach. He's a great coach. It seems like now Dallas is just a career ender for coaches. For Rashard, for like you and I, what I'm saying, being in the military, Fort Drum was the armpit of the U.S. Army. You know what I'm saying? Being up there, that people, guys that went there. You know what I'm saying? I say guys because that's what I mainly dealt with. But even some of the
because we was in the infantry,
right. But for the guys that I dealt with that were in for like 10, 15 years, they got there. Also, they like, man, I got to put in my paperwork.
It'll break you.
Hey, man, hey. I was like, yo, I got to get up out of here. So I'm starting to feel like Dallas is like that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like Dallas is like
But
that.
if he was Jerry gonna roll the red carpet. They just
Oh
trying to
yeah.
they're gonna let McCarty screw himself this year. You already got rid of Coop. That was weird. They're gonna let him do that, and then it's gonna be an excuse to be like, all right, we'll holler at you.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on the thinking on that releasing Coop. But I mean, maybe it frees up. I'm thinking they're thinking it frees up CD Lamb and some of the other guys to do a little bit more. But at the same time, it's like, they had to legit. They couldn't double team anybody.
No, they had to get him out of there because he told Dak that he liked the black Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
they had to get him out of there. He told him in the locker room, "Hey man, you the black Kirk Cousins."
Yes.
You can't have him in the locker room after that, man.
I would want him in the locker room after that.
So Baker, we don't want you out here in Carolina.
We don't want you in
Carolina. Yeah, I saw a post today. Some dude come on there and he had a picture of Baker Mayfield, and he said, man, right now I got as many NFL teams looking for me or wanting me on their team as a quarterback as they want Baker. It's like, oh, you cold, bro.
Bro, do y'all know how mentally what he's got to be dealing with? You brought Deshaun in here, knowing this man got to get his little suspensions, and y'all just said, "Damn me." And then you throw the little Seattle, the Washington, the Carolina, you throw squads out there, but nobody's like, let's get it. I'm hearing more about Kaepernick just throwing the ball around.
Right.
I ain't saying no team, but just throwing the ball around than anything else.
Yo, I've heard more news about Johnny Manziel than I
Not Johnny Football. Not Johnny Football.
Y'all don't. I live in Texas. Woo! Y'all don't get it.
Ooh.
Johnny, and he won?
Yeah.
Beat Bama at my
God. He's a legend in Texas. He's a legend in Texas, but he probably should have tried to get traded to Texas.
Let Johnny get that NIL money at Texas A&M now. Man, please.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so gentlemen, we gotta move on. So let's jump into some NBA playoffs. We've had some great first round action. Some games are, it's like it is what it is. But other games, you're surprised by. Let's start in the Western Conference. Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm not that surprised by I'm kind of surprised by the Grizzlies Timberwolves matchup. I know I've made jokes in the past on our show about the Minnesota, not even knowing Minnesota was still in the NBA. I know I've made jokes, but that's only because Cat has kind of disappeared in certain areas when it comes to making the playoffs and stuff. D'Angelo, James, D'Angelo Russell, who I actually really like him as a player. He from the games I've been watching, he's really changed. I mean, he's seriously grown since his days at the Lakers.
He's solid.
And I like his game now. And Anthony Edwards is just a beast. That dude is. He reminds me of like Mamba mentality embodied. Okay, but he has like the kid-like play of like a Steph Curry. When you see out there and he makes it seem like it's so effortless. And it's like he has that mom mentality. Like, hey, I'm a dog. I'm about to bark on it.
I just saw him play for the first time the other day. For the first time, period.
Really?
I had never. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm like, man, this
cat was
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a couple of dudes I haven't seen. I've heard the names, and I was like impressed. Like these boys they not really trying to shoot the three the whole time. They hooping. You know what I'm saying? They playing hard.
Yes.
Like, oh, wow.
A lot of these kids, these new kids they've got the new school mentality and most stuff, but they go out and they play like they're almost old school with a lot of stuff that they're doing. And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. All right. So now, like I said, I'm kind of surprised, not surprised. I thought those two teams were actually pretty good. When you actually really look at Minnesota, they are a good team. It's
they
just,
are good.
were they going to be able to put all the pieces together and really gel and play? And I think they're doing pretty well. And that series is tied 1-1, if I'm correct. Yeah. Golden State up on the Nuggets. We all said that wouldn't be a big surprise. We honestly thought, even with some of the injuries and the Warriors not being able to play together as a unit for the whole season, everybody thought they were the more talented team, especially with the Joker only being the only guy there to really do anything.
Yeah.
So we're not surprised about that. Jazz Mavericks. I'm really not interested. I'll be honest, I'm not interested in that series whatsoever. But the one that surprised me are the Pelicans and the Suns.
Booker.
Well, you do realize what the series is, right?
It's 1-1. Yeah, Book out. Book out for the next 2 games.
That's what's surprising me. It's like even with Booker. Okay, so now my question is this, and this one's geared towards you, Rashard. Off topic. Who is more important to that team, Devin Booker or Chris Paul? Because we say Chris Paul is more important to the game, right? Okay, so now Chris Paul's still out, right?
No, Chris Paul been playing, and I say Devin Booker more important.
I do too. Now the reason why I say that, the reason why I asked that question, the reason why I said it, and I knew you were going to go that way, Jamal, is because of the simple fact Chris Paul was out for a number of games and they were still rolling. Right. D Book go out, and all of a sudden you lose game to the Pelicans.
But you got to look at this. This is why I say Chris Paul. They counted him out in Houston. They counted him out at OKC. He gets to Phoenix. They go and do the damn thing last year, right?
Right.
Chris Paul, quiet as kept, has really helped Booker a lot.
I agree.
I agree because if you really look at it, Chris Paul really don't try. He's like a great Rondo. Chris Paul don't really try to go out and score.
Right.
He's a point guard. Book, you can run off some screens and do this, and this. I'm gonna kick you to rock. Make a good shot. Don't just shoot just because you know. And then you got Ayton down there. I mean, they got a solid squad. You get what I'm saying? They got as good. So when you have a point guard, it's not on that old school. It's all about me. I got the ball. You don't get it unless I give it to you. And Book can come off, and then you actually shooting good shots. Come on, man. Book he gonna flourish in that offense with Chris Paul.
Well, sure, but I'm gonna go the other way because I think Book more important because the offense need a Devin Booker. They don't have anybody else on their offense that can create their own.
You're right.
So that's why I say he's more important than Chris Paul. Yes, Chris Paul bring the ball up and he can set the table, but they was doing that in the regular season without him. I'm not saying they don't need Chris Paul to win it all.
Right.
But I think that Devin Booker more important. Like if you look at the game last night, Devin Booker hit 7 threes and had 30 in the first half. Yeah. He pulled his hamstring. The reason they lost that game is because they couldn't make the adjustment in game. Now they might be fine in game 3 because they know he's not playing. But you lose a Devin Booker now, the defense can shift
wrong time of the season. Wrong time of the season for this to
shift to
go down.
Mikal Bridges. They can double down on Ayton because you don't have a wing player that can make plays and
make a shot.
Give you 30. They don't got nobody else on their team that can give you 30.
Yep.
So I think he's a huge, huge loss in the playoffs. Yeah. You need a player like that in the playoffs for sure.
Now the way
almost, hold on, Tim, you appreciate this. It's almost when we say Chris Paul and Booker, it's almost Belichick Brady. Who they, you know what I mean? Like you can't really just that's a good analysis. That's good.
No, because Booker's not the coach. Those are players. We're talking about two players.
I'm talking about the statue.
Yeah,
how they try to say.
I would look
Belichick, at without Brady. Boom, boom, boom. Like if you just take Chris Paul out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, is Book
I think they need
facilitating like that?
Well, that was the point I was about to make. Even if you take Chris Paul out there, and I'm not saying Chris Paul's not important. I'm not saying he's great. They do need him to win the championship. I do believe that, because there's nobody on that team that has the experience that he has. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that really runs that team the way he does. Now, what I'm saying is they can plug the hole, by committee. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Payne's playing well. And he doesn't have, he don't have to do much, but he will knock down open shots if you leave him open. He can make the pass. He make the good decision. He's proven that. And not only do you have that, but you also have Alfred Payton. He's been a point guard and he's played, you know what I'm saying? And he's playing better. I mean, I'm not saying I'm just gonna hand the keys over to him. Like, yeah, lead us to a championship. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if I say, hey, look, I just need you to play good defense. I need you to distribute the ball. If you're open, knock down the open shot. You know what I'm saying? If you have the lane to the basket, drive to the basket. You can go do all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just think that they have some great pieces that if and even Aaron Holiday, who's been playing pretty well.
You getting deep in the bench now. Them dudes don't play.
But I'm saying, but if they do, but they have some guys that can do that. Now, I do say that Devin Booker is I think the most important piece.
Yeah, they can win this series. They can win this series without Book, but they can't. Yeah. They can't go to the Western Conference Finals now.
Now for their championship run, the key Devin Booker is the most important piece. The key piece though is Chris Paul, because the way he's able to control the game, manage the game, and yes, to your credit, Rashard, to your comparison, and with Jamal backing you up there, he is the coach on the floor. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He is the coach on the floor. Yeah. And I think with those two, that's a recipe for success. And then of course, you got Ayton. If he doesn't have to worry about getting double teamed or something like that, and he can just play defense and play free on offense, that team is scary. And the thing is, they can be scary for a while, so they're definitely going to have to make sure they shore up, a solid backup point guard for Chris Paul, because he's definitely getting up there. He's 37?
Oh,
like 36, 37. I think it's like 36, 37. Yeah. But anyways, they're going to do that. And like I said, we agree. Cam Payne's pretty good, but I don't think he's that yet. So
you realize Ayton's not under contract next year, right?
It's correct.
Yeah, he about to ball out and Brinks truck. This is where my new address is coming.
He said Brinks truck.
Back up.
He didn't say, but you know what I like? He didn't. Nobody in his, everybody say they camps. Nobody in their camp said he leaked it. He don't want to be there. He's never said anything. This man came out and he played all year. He's been healthy for the most part, and he's balling. Man, this dude about to be paid. This dude about to be paid in 3 months. He's about to be paid.
Yeah, he looking pretty good.
He's a solid center. He's solid. Like, we can use him in LA.
Okay, so Lord Jesus. Anyways. Yeah, the Lakers.
Always promoting the Clippers.
Ain't but one team in LA, bro. It ain't but one team.
They need something. They can't get out of the playing game. They need something.
You're right. There's only one team in LA, and that's the LA Rams. Anyways, so that being said, for the Western Conference, as we're looking at it right now, you got the Suns and Pelicans that are tied 1-1, and the Pelicans they've got a pretty solid team. They've got a pretty solid team, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Zion moving forward. But then we also have the Mavs and the Jazz, who are also tied 1-1. Warriors are up 2-0 on the Nuggets, and the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves are tied 1-1. Who at this point in time, you've had at least 2 games sampled from the Western Conference. Okay. Are you still sticking with who you think's coming out of the West now, or do you think that, hey, you know what, maybe some things that might have shifted now that I've actually seen these 2 teams go at it, or is it going to be one of those things just still going to come down to coaching? Jay, we're going to start with you.
No, with everything changed with Booker being hurt. Like, if Book hurt and he ain't 100%, then you got to go in another direction. Okay. I would go with Golden State. If Phoenix can't get out, it looked like Phoenix. It looked like Golden State done found a new depth lineup with Jordan Poole. They just rinse and repeat, man. They got Jordan Poole. Steph came off the bench the last game. Like, they just toying with Denver, man. Jokic don't got enough with Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray out. He ain't got enough, man. If Jordan Poole gonna play like this in the playoffs, they're going to be a problem for sure. So that might be the new depth lineup for them. Now they got Clay back. So I go with them if Book not 100%.
Okay. I ain't got no problem with that. What you got, Rashard?
No, I agree. It's the same thing. Like I said, with Booker being out, man, y'all just said it. That's key. I mean, Chris Paul don't do that all the time, man. He do it every playoff, but he don't do it every playoff series.
It's hard to replace that 30 a game.
Chris Paul literally took over last night. Like that cat was just. I'm looking like, hold on, bro. What? He's looking like, oh, y'all tripping. I'm trying to pass the ball. Y'all in here. Let me go on and let me show you. With Book being out, Golden State has a good little. I ain't gonna say an easy path. They got a good little shot, but they still got to get through who they get. You know who they playing. Like it's basketball, man. You one twisted ankle away from Steph going down, Clay coming down on somebody's foot, Draymond getting kicked out because he just can't. I play just like Draymond, so every time he do something, I'm like,
I know.
He ain't in the wrong. I said Draymond ain't in the wrong.
I was about to say, I was just waiting to see what you was actually about to say because I'm about to say, hold up.
You a Draymond?
Draymond with the foolishness and the antics. Oh man, I'm all for that.
Draymond,
all day, Jay.
Draymond had a season. He was just kicking people in the nuts for no reason.
All day, it's just donkey kicking.
All day, I got no problem with Juwan swinging on the coach. I got no problem. None of that. Man, with Book being out, man, the West is it changed. I ain't gonna say it shifted, but it did change because if you're gonna tax Chris Paul like that and make this dude have to really now you're gonna have to carry these cats,
right?
That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be a journey, man. That's gonna be rough.
Now, before we move on, once again, ladies and gentlemen, okay, let's just read all that because we don't condone. Okay, people getting slapped up and coaches slapping players or other coaches, and we don't condone donkey kicking. So the thoughts and beliefs of Rashard Collins are his own and do not necessarily line up with the show and its creators' thoughts or beliefs.
Disclaimer, man. Every show he got you. He get a disclaimer out there for you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with us as we work through this with him. Now I'm gonna go actually in. I'm gonna place dark horse surprise. Okay. Because I think if this team really puts everything together, they can present some serious matchup problems for every single team in the West. That's the Grizzlies. Now, potentially, because I'm not seeing really too many of your guards other than if they can get past the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell going against Ja Morant is probably the best matchup. Are you guys serious? So you guys are just writing the Grizzlies off completely?
No, we're listening to you. You're giving.
I'm asking a question. I said I'm going a different direction as a dark horse could be surprised.
Okay.
Because I mean, like I said, with the Suns the Suns possibly not being able to make it out. Like I said, if they were able to get past the Timberwolves, which I still think they can,
right?
I'm saying they could have surprised a lot of people. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Now, if you look at that lineup, especially the way they're playing,
yeah.
Okay, you guys are gonna sit there and say that team has no chance of coming out.
Go ahead, Rashard.
Nah, I don't think so. I think what they did over the regular season that's amazing, man. For them to be able to miss a star and run that many games off with only a handful of losses, that's almost old school Pop with the Spurs. Everybody plays, everybody eats, this, that, and the other. I think the moment might end up getting too big.
Okay.
I really think the moment. Let's say they get past this first round. After that, then we're gonna hear, oh, nobody on the team's been except for two people have been this far, and they on the bench, so it don't even damn matter. So
right.
I mean, I usually never say that, but I really think the moment if they get out of round one, it's gonna get too big because Everybody getting better and better, baby. You ain't.
Oh yeah.
You like whoever's in the little side with the Pelicans. They ain't nothing but Lakers 2.0. That's all of them. Hell, they boy with the Bulls. Everybody else is in New Orleans. LeBron has shipped all of us out of here, but look where you at, brother. At the crib. Yeah, go ahead and say you ain't watching these games if you want to, because you're lying. You're watching them. But nah, man. I mean, it'll get too big for these cats, man. I mean,
Okay.
give them another year, you know. But for them to have really played ball and not missed a beat when your star is gone.
Right.
Now you remove LeBron from the Lakers, they was losing with his ass on the
I know.
court.
Now,
They was gonna do it. He wasn't on the court.
just so you guys understand what I'm saying, and let's be clear. I'm not saying that I agree with you 100%. I'm saying if that team was able to keep it together,
Right.
and like Rashard said, they were missing their star for the majority of the season, and they only lost maybe 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is, there's not another team right now that's really been rolling other than the Phoenix Suns like that.
That's it. Those two teams right there.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, because of their playing that the way they've been playing without their star, and he comes back and they still didn't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got into the playoffs. This is the first time this team's being in the playoffs. I could see them losing. You know, I could see them losing the first round. I'm not saying that.
Before you talk, Jay, what I like about Morant, he didn't come back and try to take over.
Yes,
Yeah, we talked about that on the last show.
He did not do that. I watched. I really watched. I'm like, let me just see. And he gonna be like, oh, it's all about. No, I'm like, oh, he realized he can trust his teammates, and that's what I liked about Pop when he would just. Pop started that whole load management crap. That's where Buddy got it from on the Clippers. My man Kawhi. That's where he got that crap from.
That's why he's still doing it.
Duncan,
Kawhi still in the league?
Parker, and Ginobili on Southwest from freaking Orlando game, and you
Kawhi still in the league?
home.
Yeah,
What?
I thought Kawhi was still in the league.
I thought he was on the coaching staff. Oh man, my bad.
Kawhi making sounds commercials. Watch
But
it.
no,
no.
like so to Tim's point, right? He talked about a dark horse. Yes, they are a dark horse, meaning nobody expect them to win, but we can see them winning because of the success they had in the regular season.
Right.
I would agree. The only reason I don't agree is because if they win this first round series, they got to run into Golden State in the 2-3 matchup.
Yeah.
Now, if they were a 1 seed and we call them a dark horse, cool, because then they got to play the winner of Utah and Dallas. I think they can beat the winner of that. And then you run into whoever in the Western Conference Finals, anything can happen. Excuse me. But to Rashard's point, injuries, any one injury can change the whole complexion of the playoffs. To me, it's starting to look like Golden State in 2015 all over again. Like they was getting them lucky breaks where other teams' best players was getting hurt and spraining ankles, and they had their little death lineup. This back when they had Harrison Barnes. That's what it's starting to look like. So we'll see, man. I don't
Livingston.
know. They had Sean Livingston.
Yeah, they have.
And that team. So we'll see what happens. But I get what you're saying about the dark horse. But I don't think they're ready yet, man.
No, I don't either.
They're gonna keep climbing and making steps. They
have
a good playoff run.
What Golden State gonna do?
They'll build on it next year.
I want to see this cat on the NBA level, man. What's Wiseman gonna do, man? They gonna trade him or they gonna keep him? Golden State.
They got to give him another year. He's still on the rookie deal, right? He got the last year of his rookie deal.
I want to see this cat like let
last
loose.
year of his rookie deal, and it's a team option, so they can decide if they want to keep him or not.
Now, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, I think Golden State is probably one of the most dangerous teams in the West right now. Only reason why I say that is because they haven't had Clay, or they hadn't had Clay for for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And then they were out. They had Curry out for a while. Draymond was out for a while. And these young dudes, like we said before, these young Thundercats, these youngins, they've been balling out. Poole has been just like
Poole, man.
And the thing is, to think about it, Poole was in the G League not that long ago.
Yeah, he's second round pick, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking.
I just heard that yesterday that he was in the G League.
Yeah, man. I mean, and that's crazy, man. Like I said,
he's been all over the place.
Oh yeah, he's been all over the place. He was in G League. Yeah, he was in the G League for a little bit, and then he got picked. I can't remember who he got picked up by, but He ended up landing with Golden State. This has been the best thing for his career because all he knows, all he has to do is come in and play defense. If he gets a chance to score, he's gonna score. You know, he's gonna dish the ball. But that dude, he plays lights out defense. You know, he remind me of his daddy. Boy, I'm like, yo, boy, you remember your daddy? I remember your daddy. Your daddy used to lock off some boys, but they call him the glove. They call him the glove, baby.
Hey, Seattle, baby.
But yeah,
I was a John Kemp fan.
Yeah, so like I said, now that was one of my surprise subjects right there. That was one of the surprises. Like, I had to get the raw reaction from you guys. Okay, that was raw reaction. Now I'm gonna, yeah, I know, right? But like I said, you know, even with that being like one of those type of questions or topics thrown out there. The thing is that, yeah, I mean, we can agree. Yeah, they have the tools that they could make it, but they're still a little bit out there. They're still a little green.
Year away,
Yeah, they're still a little green. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take another quick break, and then we're gonna come right back. We're gonna hit the Eastern Conference. Okay, so everybody stick around as we have more Hey Coach with Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mundane. Everybody, how you doing? We're back. We are still trucking along. I am Tim Simpson, and you are watching the Hey Coach podcast with Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, Jamal Mundane. I'm about to welcome my co-host back. Gentlemen, woo! Yo, this has been a little crazy. Okay, we've had some crazy stuff going on. You know, of course, we talked about Coach Jay Wright retiring from Villanova after 21 years of coaching. That was crazy in itself. But then we got into talking about the Western Conference first round playoffs so far, where we're shaping up and everything like that. So everybody's still kind of. I just want to make sure we have this whole thing. Everybody's still leaning towards Phoenix if Booker's healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of like saying, you know, maybe Golden State can actually end up walking to the finals themselves if they stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we gotta get to the East. We gotta talk about this East. Okay. Well, we're gonna start with we're gonna start at the top and go down. So we have the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks. Right now that series is at 2-0 for the Heat. They won, what was it, yesterday? 115-105.
Yeah, it was a close game to the end. Jimmy Butler closed it out, man. He put up a 40 ball.
Yeah, he wasn't playing around. Now we talked about this Atlanta Hawks team in our previous show. I think Jay, you and I had them making it into the first round, and I think Rashard, you had picked the Hornets, right?
Mellow ball, not mellow ball, but other ball. I think so.
Yeah, because I think you said like, yeah, I'm just gonna go the other way. Brown Hornets, let's go Hornets.
Brown Hornets.
Let's go. Yeah, the Brown Hornet boy was stuck with the Hornets. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little. I guess I can say I'm a little bit surprised by the Hawks. Where they fell compared to where they were last season. But at the same time, they've had a lot of injuries as well.
Yep.
But they do have Collins back. So that helps.
Back. He ain't 100% though.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not. He doesn't look like he's really the same guy.
He should have kept Cam Reddish.
Yo, when I let me tell you something.
Reddish, New York.
When I seen that, I was like, wait, they gonna send him there? He's gonna be back with RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? What's going on here?
No, they.
I'm starting to think that. Look, I'm starting to think that that's what Zion's doing. He's trying to get up out of here, so he's gonna try to join them in New York.
Probably. He said he'd love to play there.
He loves playing in the Garden.
I'm just saying that might be what's going on. That might be what's going on.
I mean, nowadays, man, LeBron done put it to where these boys can force their way out of a situation, bro. They ain't gotta stay there.
Please don't get me started.
Stay where they want to be. You see, Harden done did it.
Don't get me started on it. We're not going to get started on that. We're not doing it. So right now, like I said, we got the Heat and the Hawks. The 4 and 5 seed are the 76ers and the Raptors. 76ers are leading that series 2-0. The Bucks, the number 3 seed, they're up 1-0 over the Chicago Bulls. I think they play tonight at 8:30, right?
Yeah, they about to get started here in a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna hurry up and wrap this show up so that way Jay can watch the game.
Oh man, I'm working.
I'm working. I'm trying to get it in.
And the Clipper game, man. So when the Clipper game come on, we're gonna have to wrap.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it in October. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you playing 2K?
No, we're gonna watch it in October when the next season starts.
You play 2K? You play 2K? Oh, well, hey, what's your gamer tag? I'll get on there with you.
I'm trying to see what
okay. Anyways, they're not gonna. Yeah, they ain't gonna be on there, baby. Anyways, kind of like Kentucky. So.
Yeah, he firing shots at my man today. He firing shots at my man tonight, man. Cold-blooded.
My bad. But then we also have the Celtics and.
Don't worry about him.
I'm gonna give me a St. Peter shirt. I'm gonna have that on the wall. Give me a St. Peter shirt.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I couldn't help it. It was just there. It was there. But anyway,
the Clippers, bro.
I could. You're right. I know, bro. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We didn't want to see Phoenix.
Look,
I saw Chris Paul did yesterday.
He excited because his Celtics barely won Game 1 on Sunday.
Oh, I like the text you sent him too with the sweating it, and you was Tatum. Beautiful move. Beautiful move.
Look,
I don't think I'd make a move. I'd probably miss the damn ball.
I'm be honest with you. Look, I'm be honest with you. I'm happy with the fact they were able to do what they've been doing this whole season. I'm happy with that. I think they're a good team. I still think there's still some seriously key pieces they got to address.
Sound like a concession speech to me.
Oh no! Don't get it twisted.
Sound like me.
First of all, I don't do that because they're playing against the Nets, and I think all of us were saying, hey, the Nets are a very dangerous team, and they could end up being in the finals. I still believe they could end up being in the finals. So if they lose to the Nets, I mean, they just lose to the Nets.
Hey, I got a lot of respect for Giannis now. I was hating on that dude all this time. I watched that cat last week. I'm like, hold on, man. This dude's different. This dude, I've been hating on this cat like, man.
Last week.
I'm talking about like really, like all right, I'm gonna watch a Milwaukee game. I'm gonna watch a Milwaukee game. Bruh, some of the dunks this dude is doing in the lane, like, bro, like there's 4 people on you. Like, what are you doing? Why would you even do that?
I figured the 2 MVPs and the defensive player of the year would have gave it away.
Not for Richard. I don't think that gives away for Richard. The
finals MVP.
Nah, man. I've been hating on Giannis the whole time, man. I'm like this cat.
Yeah.
Just watch this dude. Oh my gosh. Then you got Holiday. He a hell of a guard. Oh my bro.
Well, you already gave a shout out to the Holiday brothers. Their whole family, their mom and dad with the gene pool. Three of them, baby.
Man,
3.
I would be at work, boy. Please. I'm going to 24-hour fitness, working out, coming home, making sure my kids took care of me.
Let me tell you
I would be at work.
Hey, fam, let me tell you something like this. Let me tell you like this, fam. If I had 3 in the league right now, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I would be buying up a whole bunch of 2K games. You know what I'm saying? For all systems, I'll be out there selling like the bootleg, DVDs and everything. Hey, check out my boys on the game. Hey, man.
One kid in the league, the way they giving us money. Remember Conley broke the bank when he went to Utah.
Yeah.
3 kids in the league that are holding it down.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll be peddling 2Ks. I'll be peddling them games. Hey, I'm telling you, I'll be in the barber shops.
Hey, I'm gonna be that parent. I'm going to church. I'm giving $1 for tithes, baby. I'm not giving y'all ain't getting none of this bread. We getting $1. We'll put it in the collection plate. I don't give a damn. I got 3 kids. These my kids. I took them to AAU.
Wow.
Ain't no building fund off the Collins kids. Ain't gonna get no building fund off the Collins kids. All right,
you ain't gonna get the Lord no money. You ain't gonna get the Lord no money.
$1 on that.
You know what?
I'm not coming every Sunday because I don't even watch.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Shar. That's why your kids ain't in the league.
Right. My daughter's lazy. She's lazy. She got a degree from UAB though. I love her.
Oh my God!
$1, bro.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many times we got to do this show, but the thoughts and beliefs of Rashard Collins are his own and do not necessarily line up with the show or its creators' thoughts or beliefs. You guys are killing me, bro. You killing me, fam. I'm serious, man. You killing me.
$52 for the year. I done paid $1 for the whole year. $52 for the year. I'm paying that up front. This is what y'all get in the collective plate. Bam.
At least do the days. Don't do the weeks. Do the days. That'd be a little better.
I'm going to church like that all the time. I got 3 kids in the league, man. I got
to
watch go games.
Wow.
Right.
Boy, I'm sick. Ooh. I'm telling you right now, I gotta throw that back up there one more time. And we're gonna move. I'm gonna leave that up there for a while because I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be back up there. Now I'm playing. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on, okay? We just talked about the Heat. All right. Now let's talk about these 76ers and these Raptors, okay? Now, Jay, you had said you got a tip on it because, like I said, I admitted it. I had not watched the Raptors. I couldn't remember who was on the squad. I knew Fred VanVleet was on the squad because I watched him when he was at Wichita State. I remember him. Pascal, I remember him being on the squad. But I admit it, I didn't know who was on that squad. They are a very good team. It's not like there's some scrubs. They're a pretty good team. But right now the 76ers lead that series 2-0. I think the Raptors are up right now because I think they're playing right now, right?
I don't know if they're playing right now or not. I know the series moved to Toronto.
Okay.
I don't know if they're playing or not. But I actually picked Toronto to win this series, man. I guess that was my upset pick because I just don't believe in Philly. I don't believe in James Harden. Anybody that know me know how I feel about James Harden. This dude quit on every team.
Yeah.
If it ain't going his way, he pouting all the time. He pout on the court. I ain't a fan of the way he play. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, he's a great player, but there's great players that I don't like their style of play. So for me, I don't see him helping them win.
Mm-hmm.
If they do win the series, it's going to be on the back of Joel Embiid. That's how I feel. So, and I just think matchup-wise that Toronto could match up with them. They've been matching up with them all regular season. Maybe Philly made an adjustment. They won 2 big games in Philly. But again, Toronto ain't a stranger of being down 0-2 and coming back and winning the series. You can just go ask Milwaukee about that. So it can happen. Anything can happen in the series. You just got to win one at a time. So we'll see what Toronto do up in Canada. Like I said, a couple players not vaccinated for Philly, so they can't play.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that kind of changed the dynamic of the series. So we'll see.
Okay. What you got, Rashard?
I'm gonna say Toronto, they blowing them out 38-25 right now.
Oh wow.
You got the up and coming Maxey. They ain't even tripping on Harden no more.
Yeah,
Maxey's balling.
Nice. He nice. We had 38 the first game, 39.
I think 38.
Yeah,
it might have been 39. I don't know.
Boy.
He's gotten into a good groove. I'm with Jay. Like if
So it seems like them Kentucky boys do better after they leave.
I mean, I'm bringing it up. I mean, if you didn't think that wasn't gonna come up,
I was setting you up.
You couldn't have did it. You couldn't have got us a chip in college, but y'all want to do and Heroes and goddamn Big Cat and Anthony Davis. All y'all cats want to just ball out in the NBA.
I was setting you up. I knew you
Well, that's the problem. They one and done. They don't care about the college.
One and done.
Sorry. Anyways,
we're gonna let me get, not this time, eventually, let me get like a 5-minute segment on these rat bastards that went to Kentucky and who are balling out. And the segment's gonna be called Rat Bastards. But
you'll do a rat
bastard. No, man, Maxey's he's doing way better than what I thought he was gonna do. Yeah. James is about to put his Houdini cape on and disappear. I mean, he broke Houston's heart when he was here.
And he looking for a strip club in Toronto right now.
He said looking for the strip club. Wow.
Strip club in Toronto.
Right.
James, give me a call. I know a few up there.
James,
breaking them strippers.
Embiid,
Scrippers.
Scrappers.
now
Scrappers and scrimp.
that's it.
Go ahead, bro.
Is Philly better right now without Ben Simmons if Ben Simmons was on the court, or better with Harden? He's gonna disappear, man. If Harden doesn't disappear, do they go all the way to the finals?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if James Harden disappear offensively, he don't give you nothing on the other end. At
Right.
least Ben give you defense on the other end. Like, okay,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna score, but at least Ben gonna stop somebody from scoring. Like, James Harden will disappear, and then Van Vliet will get 30. Like, at least match
Well,
it. At least
well,
match it.
Right.
I think my thing with that is, yeah, you got. I mean, you're both 100% right on that, and it's just like yeah. If James disappears, then he disappears from defense. Then you're like on the flip side of Ben Simmons, if he disappear or if he's not scoring, which he's used to not scoring, at least jump shots anyways. Now it's like, okay, now is he gonna be able to be there mentally? I mean, can he withstand the stuff like that? So it's like, I think
And I'm not saying Ben Simmons better than James Harden. What I'm saying
no,
is,
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
What Ben did for Philly, he wasn't asked to score. He was asked to play make and play defense. James Harden is asked to do nothing else but score. And if he can't do that, then what good are you?
Now I'm gonna ask this question. Y'all just, why y'all keep doing this? Stop this, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it up right now, okay? We're gonna jump off topic for a second here, okay? Now, I did, because I want to talk about two. We've mentioned two teams. One is actually relevant right now. The other one is not so relevant. Actually, there's and I really actually want to talk about three teams real quick. You got the Brooklyn Nets and you got the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, they'll forever be entwined with what happened this season. Okay, yeah. So you got those. The other team I want to throw in is the other team in LA. Over there.
Hey, ain't neither one of them in the playoffs. Why are we talking?
Right. Well, the reason I'm asking this is because of this. There's this simple fact here. Now, we talked about. No, we're talking about Brooklyn and Philadelphia.
Okay.
All right. Now we all agreed that we still believe that Brooklyn won the trade because they're set up for a long run, long term. Okay. We both agree with that. Now, is it just because of that factor, or do we honestly think that Ben Simmons will actually make that team better? Just because, of his defense prowess and this is that. Now,
I think they won the trade because they got more.
I do believe. Yeah, I agree. 100.
They got a shooter. They got defense. They got veteran experience. They got a big man that they needed. Like, they got more pieces after leaving. I'd rather have pieces to my team to complete my team.
Yes.
Than have a guy that don't want to be there in the first place. So that's why I think they won the trade, and they signed them all long term.
And another
KD and Kyrie. Signed 2, so they got at least 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they won.
You got to look, man. Like you add Ben Simmons to play defense, and the beauty of Ben Simmons, he can grab a rebound down low and bring the ball up the court and not be a liability with the ball. Yeah. He's not going to be reckless. He's not going to be, because that's what he does. You got first of all the weirdo.
And he's not taking shots away from Kyrie or KD.
Kyrie is bruh. I don't know. I don't know if this is. I think Brooklyn and Golden State had some type of a meeting. Like, we just gonna dog it until we get to these playoffs and then watch this. Kyrie
watching old school pop tapes.
God,
that's why they're watching old school Spurs tapes.
This boy, bruh, this cat here. Oh
no,
my.
you can't praise Kyrie. You've been talking crazy about Kyrie. You can't talk crazy. You can't praise my boy.
Hey, but hold up. Jamal, in his defense, he also just realized how really good Giannis is as well. So
no.
Continue, sir.
I was just like, whatever. And then I really watched him, looking like, yo, this cat here is different, man. This cat here is special. Like,
so is the weirdo.
Oh my god, bro! I'm watching this cat like,
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Effortlessly? Like you just score when you want to, huh?
Yeah.
You and the 7-footer. Y'all just score when the hell y'all want to.
Yeah.
What's the off topic? What's the question?
So if we're looking at these three organizations so far. Now the only reason why Lakers are not really, I mean, as far as the success that the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia's having right now, they're not really in that discussion. What my question is, organizational wise, okay, you've got what the turnaround has been in Philadelphia, especially since them bringing on Doc Rivers. Okay, then you have the success right now that's going on with Brooklyn, and I'm still on the fence as far as if Steve Nash is actually really a good coach, or does he just have extremely great players? And I was under that same assumption when it came to Steve Kerr. Now I do now since believe because he's had those injuries. I think he is a good coach, because they developed those players well, and those young players are playing extremely well. I am now in the impression, I can believe in Steve Kerr a little bit more because he had his star players out. He's done his thing. Okay, now we all agree the Lakers, whatever you want to call them, their dynasty's been gone. Okay, it's been dead and gone. We can all agree to that. Now, in that organization, who's the most to blame in their downfall? In the Philadelphia organization, who's the most to blame with the issue that happened with Ben Simmons? And in the Brooklyn organization, who's the most to blame that happened with the James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and KD situation?
Go ahead, Rashard.
In LA, it's the front office, man. You lean too much on a current player, but you didn't. All you did was took his word. It's. I mean, if you look at the roster, come on, man. Lakers shouldn't have lost more than 7 games this year. They gave LeBron a lot of power. LeBron's doing power moves, and you doing agent moves, and you a current player. It's kind of unheard of. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of, which I love because these cats are moving around. You got a lot of say so, and you're not really making good choices. That's why I said the little thing about the 2.0 with the Pelicans. Like, come on, man, you shipped all them youngsters out for what? You got one in the bubble. I figured what was the other one you had said, Tim? You said somebody else, right? You said two. Who else did you say?
Brooklyn Nets, the situation with the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia.
Brooklyn, I think that was just internal between James, Kyrie, and what you. I don't blame Steve Nash for none of that. I don't blame the front office for none of that. That's just them. You came over here doing this, Kyrie. We ready to run, all three of us, and you not doing this. I didn't come here for that. I came here to. I know that. Come on, man. Them three, bruh. Right now, it would be crazy to see them cats all rolling in one game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
That right there would have been crazy. I think Philly. You said Philly too, right? Philly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Doc gotta get out the first round, man. Like I liked him. I'm not even a Celtics fan. I liked him in Boston. He was a Clipper coach. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get it. Underachieve, not him, the team, not him, the team. The team literally no heart. They had no heart. They had no heart. They had no killer. Crawford was the only one that was killing them. You know, they had some heart to me. Him and Barnes. But Philly, I mean, the process. I mean, this is it. First of all, James Harden, your ass can't go nowhere else.
Right.
This is your last team, brother. This is it. Where you gonna hide in what? OKC? Where you gonna go hide at? You can't go nowhere, man. Nah, Philly. That's Kyrie, Durant, and Harden should have sat down and went somewhere. And I'm being for real. Went out to eat. Went to somebody's house and talk. Man, you can't come from Houston and break that. You force your way out of Houston, and now you at Brooklyn, bro. You in NY, bro. And Now you in Philly. Philly fans ain't about to play with you with this craziness, bro.
What you got, Jay?
All right, man. In LA, I think it's the front office fault too. So I agree with Rashard on that. But I agree with him for different reasons. Jeannie Buss, she has too many outside influences in that organization. They don't have any type of vision on what they want to be or what type of franchise they want to be. She got Kurt Rambis and his wife. Kurt Rambis' wife is her best friend. She listening to her when they get their nails done, talking about what she should do with the team, acquisitions. They got Kobe Bryant, old agent, as a GM. Like, they got a bunch of people just in the organization as favors and friends. Like, they don't have any vision. So nothing is aligned with anybody from the top down. I mean, from the top, all the way down to the players. You got a 37-year-old in year 19 making decisions for the future of your franchise, and he won't be the future of your franchise. So that's just kind of ass backwards to me. In Philly, I blame Doc Rivers. So Doc was the reason for the Ben Simmons stuff. I mean, no matter what happens, and this is for coaches out there that's watching this show, it is, hey, coach. So we do give some game to the coaches out there. There's always a saying in coaching. You praise in public and you criticize in private.
Yes,
right?
100.
So he broke the cardinal rule. He comes out in the playoff series and criticizes, does not have his players back. And as a player, how do you think that player is going to feel? He make more money than you. He feel like he's more important than you. He's younger than you. He can still play. You need him. The ego's in the way. As a coach that's supposed to be the leader of the team, you can't go out in public and talk about this guy in front of everybody and not have his back when everybody already giving him hell for what he did in the playoff series. And then Joel Embiid co-signed you. So you knew that relationship was going to end.
Yeah.
All Daryl Morey did was when he came in, he was like, all right, this is a mess. I'm not trying to deal with this. Whatever y'all want to do with Ben Simmons, let's get it done. And then he went and got his boy James Harden. That was his role in that, was to facilitate getting Ben Simmons out.
Yes.
He had nothing to do with what happened in the beginning. For the Brooklyn thing, what happened there was this started from training camp. So James Harden came halfway through last season, right?
Right.
At the end of this season, they said him and Kevin Durant was butting heads because he came into training camp not in shape.
Out of shape, baby.
You come into Kevin Durant is coming off of an Achilles injury, and he off of the Olympics, no time off, he ready to hoop. You come in looking like 3 cheeseburgers and a stripper pole, he gonna be mad at you. So you gotta come in ready to play. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in there looking like that and expect to try to win a championship. He already got Kyrie Irving not playing because of COVID. And then you got Cheeseburger Harden coming in.
Sir. Jamal.
What?
Do I have to do a disclaimer for you too?
I mean, he's talking for real, man.
I get it. I'm 100%. I'm 100% with you. I got you. No, I'm just playing. But he said 3 cheeseburgers at a stripper pole.
Come in looking like
you could have heard them out here in Houston when James showed up last year on the
play, man.
And they called it. See, certain stations don't let you call in. They just talk. Houston, all the stations here let you call it. Man,
the big cities. Listen, if you're gonna come in, come into the season looking like that, you better play like Shaq. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you gotta go. They was like, man, he gotta go.
Yeah,
wherever he's going, he gotta go.
It ain't an accident. It's not an accident that he on his 3rd team in 3 years.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
That boy,
and he was a former. We forget. He was in 2018.
Yeah,
he's been on 3 teams since then.
Yeah,
2018 wasn't that long ago.
That's pretty sad to me.
I don't believe in coincidence, man.
I don't either.
Everybody can't say the same thing and he say something else, and I believe him.
Yeah, I know. Hey, like I heard my grandma said, a long time ago, when there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of smoke surrounding that 3 cheeseburger stripper pole having
weird having MF. Yeah.
I'm just so thrown that he said he came in looking like 3 cheeseburgers oh Lord
bro,
Jesus.
you got to look at this. You getting paid millions of dollars to do what I would love to do every day. Go hoop.
Man, who you telling?
Adidas, bro. Did you? I mean, this is an old story, but bro, if y'all could have seen the truck that brought that boy his shoes here in Houston, it was a U-Haul truck from Adidas that had. It's only his shoes, so everything is his size, bruh. It was a U-Haul truck of Adidas tennis shoes that pulled up to this dude's spot when he signed that doggone contract. And they opened the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I mean, you can't commit. You ain't gonna play forever, man. It's not like golf, man. Golf, you could get it in from. Can you imagine golfing from 19 to until you're 60-something years old, making money? You just saw that boy shock the world 2 weeks ago by just showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I was watching it.
Yeah, I did too. I
don't know nothing. I don't know what the hell a birdie is. I don't know none of that. I'm like, oh, this boy done showed up with Charlie. Oh, let's get it. Nah, Harden gotta be. He's not a professional, bro. To me, he's not. Hell of a scorer, but you're not a professional. You're not even trying to. Like, you have no definition in your body. You done been in the league forever. You like Reggie Miller. Like, what? What are you doing?
It looked like a before and after picture.
You look the same, bro. Your body has not changed, man. Like, you just on screw it.
Yeah. Well, Mike. Okay. Well, first, before finish this off, quick scoring updates. Right now, I believe Brooklyn's up by 5, 90-85, in the third quarter right now.
Yep.
And then I think it's halftime with the 76ers and the Toronto Raptors, and Sixers trailing 46-56 currently right now. So yeah, it's crazy. It's, I don't know. Like I said, I threw that out there just because, like I said, I agree with both. The Lakers organization, they messed up, and I knew they were heading down. I was happy they at least got one championship, but they messed up by letting LeBron have so much control.
They mortgaged their future for a bubble championship.
Yeah.
They see what it was.
It was. And the thing is that if you look at the teams that LeBron has been on that has won championships, have been successful, they had stronger GMs. The front office was stronger.
Yes.
They said, hey,
that's why they didn't let that ride in Miami.
No, that wasn't about to happen.
Pat Riley was not going to mortgage his future.
No.
To do whatever LeBron wanted to do.
You just saw
the organization is bigger than the player.
You just saw Spo go at not Wade, my fault, y'all. Butler the other day when they got into it with Matt Haslam. Spo was like, "What? Nah."
That's what I'm saying.
Spo. Hey, I thought Spo was soft years ago. Like, oh, they're gonna run over this cat.
Yeah, Pat Riley disciple, boy.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Yeah. Like, yeah, you're right, Jay. You said it. Like,
well, I don't even remember backing down from LeBron or D Wade at all ever.
They didn't challenge that man. They didn't overstep Spo. You
and I think a lot.
Some of the
Pat Riley put that battery in his back. They wasn't finna step over Spo, man.
He would do it.
You got to talk to the Godfather. You mess with Spo.
When he went to Cleveland, he not paying attention on the bench. Like, bro, it's too many cameras, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'd have been the worst NBA player because I'd have been like Artest. I'd have been just horrible. No role model. My coaches just taught me, hey, you step on these 4 lines, man. Hey, you got to be an animal, man.
Sir,
I got nothing, bro. I'm serious. I'm being for real. Like,
I get that. I get that, but man, come on, man.
But I'm being honest, dude. I'm being.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
I was trying to give you a chance to backpedal a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and be a little bit more corporate.
Man, you want that athlete in your locker room.
You do. But we don't want to say that on public.
You know how they always say, like the Draymonds. There's a lot of teams that probably don't like Draymond, but if Draymond came to their squad and brought that dog,
yes,
I love to play with them, not against them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what
100%. No, you're 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that. Okay, so let's talk about the field just a little bit more. Like I said, we got the Celtics and the Nets playing right now. How are you guys feeling about this series right now? Yeah, it's you know, the Celtics are up 1. I mean, it was a great. The first game was a great game. I mean, it was so back and forth. I looked at that game. I was like, man, this could actually be probably one of the best series in the Eastern Conference series right now. But it kind of depends on how it kind of shapes up, because I think there's still some teams out there, depending on how they fall into place, we could end up having some seriously good series going on in the Eastern Conference.
The East could be. You still got Milwaukee out there, Philly. You got some teams out there.
The Heat.
I think what changes if Brooklyn loses? What do you make moves? I mean, like, you can't blame nobody that's on the bench that's not getting any run and like cut these cats. Cut them for what? I have nothing to do.
Are you talking about what happens for Brooklyn if they don't?
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is this: they've got a good squad, but the thing is that they haven't all been together. And then they had all that crap that was going on with James Harden that just kind of just messed up the whole chemistry with everything. I think they got a good, solid team. I would say, look at some of those veterans you have, though. If you can maybe get some younger pieces, because I don't know how much more Blake Griffin's going to give you, or LaMarcus Aldridge.
I think you look at Blake and LaMarcus Aldridge. You get some younger guys.
Yeah.
You keep Claxton. You keep Drummond.
Yes.
Or you keep those shooters around. You get Joe Harris back next year, and you get an actual training camp. You get Ben.
Never got rid of Tony Allen, but you know.
You get a training camp under their belt, and you can have Kyrie. You'll have Joe Harris and Seth Curry battling for that 2 spot, who will start.
Yeah.
You can put Ben at the 3, KD at the 4, and then you got Drummond at the 5. And if you want a small ball, then you can put Joe Harris in with those 3, and you move Ben to the 5 and KD to the 4.
Now let me ask you this question. You said put Ben at the 3, KD at the 4.
Yes.
Okay. Now, see, me, I think kind of depending on who the matchups are, I might even flip-flop those and put KD back in his natural position at the 3. And because Ben can play any play. You said what?
They spread the offense anyway, right?
So right.
Even if you do that, you can do a 1-4 pick and roll with him, Kyrie, or you can do a 3-4 pick and roll with Ben. And the matchup nightmare is going to be for every other power forward in the NBA trying to guard KD. That's the point. We're looking for the matchup problem. So you can play KD at the 4 when they do a small lineup or when they do a big lineup. He used to play 5. He used to play the 5 with Golden State when they used to bring their Hampton 5 in, and he was a nightmare. You playing him at the 5, and they got Tristan Thompson trying to guard him in the finals. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter where you put Ben, because Ben is in there to facilitate and play defense. So
right.
KD ain't gonna defend the 5 when they go small. But the 5 got to defend him on the perimeter.
Well, I mean, I guess that kind of also depends on what the other coach does too. Because I mean, if you have him at the 5, you could still, I mean, of course they can always counteract that, but I mean, I don't know. Or they go zone. Yeah, they go zone.
You got to go off of the height. Can these people play defense? Do they want to play D? Is that person guarding KD a shooter, or is he a defensive stopper?
I put
my theory's always been.
I don't think it
my
matters.
Theory's always been after the ball gets denied, when you call yourself calling a play, if you don't have anybody with basketball IQ on that court, the doggone play is done. That's just my theory. The play is done.
Who you want
We're going to run a damn flex. Got it.
KD.
And they done denied this and they done denied that. If you ain't got basketball IQ, like, let me just run somewhere and set a pick on somebody and roll to the basket. The dude with the ball sees it out and roll, and he shoots it, he gets it to me, and you good. You just got cats sticking to that play. Oh, hell no. You're not gonna be nothing.
Well,
you got Kyrie can set it off.
But that's what training camp is for, right? So that's why we're saying, even if Brooklyn loses this series, they need a training camp together. They still fine.
Yeah.
They got to play the whole. They won't be a 7.
They're going to build that basketball IQ and that communication in training camp. Like, they get 2 months of working out, and they get 82 games with Ben and Joe
Right.
Harris. Then
And that's-
they're not a 7 seed next year. Now we
No.
talking about who
Oh
beat them.
no! Now that's why I say we
Oh,
all
you-
agree on. That's why I say we all agree upon the fact that they're set up better in the long run. Because going back to what Rashard had just said, the basketball IQ. Now you're talking about Kyrie Irving, okay? You're talking about KD. You're talking about Seth Curry, Joe Harris when he comes in, and Ben Simmons. You've got at least 5 different guys, you know what I'm saying, or more that have extremely good basketball
They know
IQ.
how to play basketball. Yes.
So that's why I think if they're able to get this training camp, everybody's healthy, everybody comes in. If Ben feels that support and the love that he's going, that I believe the Brooklyn organization is going to give him, if he feels that and he gets his confidence back up, that team is just disgusting because I mean, when you look at all like Jay said, when you look at the possible matchups, the biggest question is where are you putting Ben, where are you putting KD? You know what I'm saying? If they decide to go small ball, which you think about small ball, right? Ben Simmons is what, 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah.
6'10" and 7 feet.
Yeah. KD, 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about that's funny to me. We're talking about that's small ball, right? That's small ball. Yeah, we got 2 7-footers in there. Yeah, that's all. That's small ball. You know what I'm saying? But when them 7-footers can play like they 6 foot, that's a whole different thing. Well, one plays like he's 6 foot that can shoot. Anyway, but we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it. We leave that alone.
They're gonna grab Ben and go. They're gonna go away somewhere, man. They're gonna make this boy shoot, man. They're gonna make this boy shoot. You can't. You can't bring a Ben Simmons into your organization and not close the doors. Damn them. Don't do that Zion crap with the whole, let me show you I'm dunking, but I ain't playing for y'all crap. Get Ben in there in a gym and just feed. We just gonna rebound for you, bro. We gonna shoot. We want you to shoot.
But I don't think they need him to do that though.
Free throw line extended like Kevin Garnett did.
They just need to build his confidence.
That's
basketball. They just need to build his confidence.
Well, the thing is, like we talked about one of our episodes. Like they put out all these videos about him shooting. His camp put out all these videos of him shooting, and he looked like he had worked on his jump shot. Like, and it actually looked pretty good. But of course, we all know what a montage is. We all know what that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody puts out a montage of all your highlights of doing
they call
stuff.
them highlights for a reation.
Exactly. But I'm saying, I think he can get there. It's just that, like we said before, he's never been really asked to do any of that at all in his career. He's been asked to facilitate, play defense, and he's great at that.
Yep.
And I mean, even if he just sticks to that game plan, if he just sticks to that blueprint right now, going to Brooklyn, he don't have to really shoot. He don't.
He just has to be a threat. He has to be a threat
Exactly.
to the rim so he can kick it out to KD, Kyrie, Joe Harris, and Seth Curry. If he attacking the basket, he can play like Giannis. Just be a Giannis that can handle the ball.
Yeah.
You got to make us believe.
I think that's what they're going to try to create. They're going to try to create a Giannis type of player.
He's got to make somebody believe that he may pull the shot or at least try to score. Because not, we'll just double off on Buddy, leave you wide open. You gonna catch it. You
just got to be a threat.
You get the ball and you
got Kyrie and KD on your wings. It ain't like you passing to Chris Middleton and
Drew
and Drew Holiday. Like, no disrespect to them, but they ain't Kyrie and KD.
No, they're not. So let's talk about the Bucks and Bulls real quick. Now that series right now is 1-0 for the Bucks. Jay, I'm gonna let you handle the Bulls, and Rashard, I want you to handle the Bucks. Okay. So right now, with that series being out how it is, Jay, what do you feel it's gonna really take for the Bulls to pull this out?
A healthy Lonzo Ball. So they actually played pretty good in game 1. They held Milwaukee to 93 points. Everybody talking about how they lost. Their defense was really good. It's that between Vucevic, DeRozan, and Levine, they shot like 20-70. Like, they shot terrible and was still in the game late. So if they can just correct some of those mistakes, make their shots. Like, they was getting good looks, just wasn't knocking them down. DeRozan had a bad first game 1. I'm not saying that they're going to win the series, but they actually played good on the defensive end. They just need to put the ball in the hole, man. They need some better shots. And all the games gonna be close. I don't think the Bulls gonna get blown out. I don't think they're gonna blow out Milwaukee. It's gonna be a dogfight. But that's gonna be the difference between winning games. The last 5 minutes, who can make shots? And in game 1, Milwaukee was able to make shots, and the Bulls weren't.
Okay, Rashard.
I just had this conversation with my boys. When they play Sunday, right? They play Sunday.
We played.
Yeah.
This is what I told. This is what I told my boys.
Yeah.
They all Bulls fans. I'm looking like, don't wait till the playoffs to try to change your identity as a team.
Right.
If you're not making them damn shots, man, go to the damn hole. Y'all out here shooting these threes. You doing this. When Ball went out and Caruso, it slowed their momentum. I didn't realize the Bulls was rocking like that at the beginning of the season. I'm looking like, man, these boys is up there like that, like Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, dog, who Love and who Sexton is on Cleveland. I'm like, okay, the Bulls got them, they're going. Then all of a sudden the injuries caught up with them. But my thing when I watched the Bulls the other day, the Bulls beat themselves. The Bulls beat themselves, man. They were shooting shots. I'm like, bro, it's not dropping.
Yeah.
Go get fouled. Giannis can't block every shot. Pump fake him. Something. This dude's he's gonna go for something. Somebody.
He was in foul trouble too. Yeah, 5 fouls, and he was over the back on Patrick Williams. Over the back. Terrible over the back.
I'm
and
like, I know this referee on the baseline saw this right here.
They did not want him out of the game.
Nothing.
It was a terrible over the back. They did not call.
Didn't call nothing. So when I coached, and my kids would be like, "Oh man, that's Simpson. Oh, that's Jay." Like, all right. So what does Tim do? Oh, he lets him do this. What does Jay do? Oh, okay. Let me tell you, and I'm being very for real when I'm telling y'all this. If these boys don't have 2 fouls in the first 7 minutes of this game, y'all coming out.
Gotta be in the
y'all coming out. Yeah. I said because that coach on the other end is going to have to make a decision. This is middle school. This is high school. That coach is going to have to make a decision. Go ahead and leave him in there with. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you now. I used to be that coach. Be like, hey, how many he got? Hey, coach, that's 2. Hey, that's 2. Oh, we got 8 minutes left in this. Go give him his 3rd one. Leave him in there if you want to in the first. This is middle school. You're gonna go for everything.
Right.
I know basketball. You're gonna go for everything. I'm like, I don't give a damn. You go get a charge.
Right.
Or pump fake him. You can get a foul on him on both ends of the court. What part did y'all not get? I said, because you don't want to get ran over, but you the toughest dude walking in the damn hall. Boy, you don't get over there and stand in front of this boy when he comes through the lane. Right. Take a charge.
Right.
Take a charge. That's all they got to do against Giannis, bro. Make Giannis just get out of it, pull it, bless you. Make this dude back him out. Something. You're not blocking every dot. My coach told me that, and he told me that one time because I was swinging for everything. He's like, he gave old school. He gave me the newspaper. He said, I need you to see how many blocks David Robinson had last night. I was like 1. He's like, so why do you think that you got to be over here blocking everything?
You go block 10.
Put your damn hands up. I'm looking like.
Yeah, well, you seem to revert back to that when we you seem to revert back to that when we was playing in the military.
Block everything.
I'm trying to send a message.
Yeah.
They shoot free throws, brother. Yeah, because your little silly butt done fouled some damn body.
The message you sending,
Giannis in foul trouble, and they got to know. You can't change your identity of your basketball team in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
You ain't been playing the whole year. Don't do it. That's why I like about DeRozan. DeRozan does really not shoot threes. He knows his game. Everybody knows their game, but he really does not try to. In this day and age, everybody is 12.
I got a 12 playing parlay tonight. He need to hit at least 1 3 tonight. That boy better hit 1. Hey, listen.
Why you do that? You know this man don't shoot 3. You was really that boy. First of all, he didn't say 3. He said a 12.
You gotta hit 1. All you gotta do is hit 1.
Oh my God!
If this parlay hit, boy, hey, it's a nice little payday. All right.
Oh my God!
We need this parlay to go.
This dude. I ain't even mad at you, fam. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad about that.
I
I mean,
don't know how I feel about this. Like, bro, that boy don't even shoot threes like that.
Man, give me one. Give me one.
but you know what? We need to because I know Jay, you dabble in the in the sports betting world. We need to find an expert. We need to get on. I have one, but I would love to have him on the show, but he's kind of stepped away from it. And I don't want to bring him back into it if he don't want to. And he would be an excellent guy to have on the show. But
listen, we got my brother on the show. He talks sports.
I got a coworker. I
got my nephew. My nephew a borderline bookie. So
yeah, I got a coworker. We can bring.
Whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want. How you think I get my bets off? I can't do I gotta find somebody else to do me.
Yeah, you want to do that one? We can.
Woo! We can get a segment on that for sure.
Damn sure do that one, bro.
Yeah, we didn't get one on there. So okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. All right, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap this show up. I want to hear closing remarks from you gentlemen from some of the top subjects we've talked about today, and give your predictions on the conference finals for the East and West, and then of course your ultimate champion. So when we come back, we're gonna get those responses from Jay and Rashard. So please stay tuned for more. Hey, Coach. Oh, sorry.
Fill my cup up.
Yes. Well, you got like 12 seconds.
I got it.
All right. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, we're back. I'm Coach Tim Simpson. Thanks for joining us back on Hey Coach with Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mondane. So, Jay, how are we doing?
Good, man. Close out the show.
Yeah, it's time.
Good note.
Yeah, it's time.
So far, man, it's been a great episode.
It was like what was the Mickey Mouse Club? Now it's time to say goodbye to all my.
Nobody else knows that but you, sir.
You shut your mouth. You know good well. Like you was the one that wrote the song for
I remember the Def Comedy Jam version with Martin.
Yeah. I remember that was it.
Bro. You watching? What's my man's name? Justin.
Who?
Timberlake. Wasn't he on one of them? Oh,
now
what? You don't know. When him and Britney Spears on something?
Mouse. I don't got kids.
Oh, you talking about the Mickey Mouse Club?
He know. Hey, Jay, he know.
I don't got no kids, man. I don't know.
I got it, but that's why we had more than one TV in the crib.
Yeah.
Whenever the hell she was watching, I don't
want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And then you wonder why? Then you wonder how his kids find out how to make crazy stuff on the internet. You don't pay attention.
You didn't do the parental guidance on the damn thing. They tell you all the time.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I knock a fool
James
out.
Evans. They come in with the James Evans approach all the time, even though I did. But you can't
I was about to say, how you gonna talk about that? You talking about your daughter undefeated as far as knocking people out and stuff.
Hey. Man, could you imagine my daughter getting beat up? I'd be the maddest parent in the damn world, man.
You got your little Debo over there, huh?
Yeah. You got a little Debo over there. I don't want to hear. I want to hear your stuff.
She's the sweetest little kid. I don't know where she got it from. I don't. Me and her mama just be like, I don't know.
I'm gonna send that to your daughter and to her mama.
Man.
I'm sending that to your daughter and your mama because you lying. Okay, so that's from? Like, so I'm giving them the disclaimer too. All right, so listen, we're gonna wrap this up. Rashard, we're gonna start with you. Okay, give us some closing remarks as far as some of the stuff we talked about. Give us your predictions for Eastern and Western Conference Finals, as well as who you think is going to win the championship.
Oh, the championship. Oh, okay. I would love to see Golden State win it because of when Clay went out and everybody didn't give up on him. Talking about another year or so. Then Clay got hurt again. They weren't tripping. They got Wiseman. Green was still there. Steph is still that boy there. Steph is still Steph. I'm like, okay. Like, okay. The East, I just hate, and we didn't really talk about the team. We talked about their coach. The Heat just, for whatever reason, man, they just hustle. I mean, I mean, the typical phrase when they own, that's everybody. But it's just something that's what Jimmy's doing in Miami is what he tried to do in Philly. And what he tried to do in Minnesota, and none of them youngsters bought into that. He got to Miami, and this cat's got him. But I think if it had to come with shooting and minimal defense, I think Golden State can win the whole thing.
Okay. All right. I like that. Jay, what do you got for us?
I'm going to stick with my original pick, man, the Phoenix Suns. I just think they're on a mission from last year. It's good to see them focused. Nobody expected them to make it to the finals last year. They made it, ran through the West, and I think they just locked in this year. Unfortunate Book is out. Hopefully he didn't tear a hamstring. It's just a little pull. And we're about to find out how good this team is in this first round because New Orleans is going to play them tough. I mean, they're 8th seed that got in through the play-in, but it's going to be a tough series. And I think Phoenix will pull it out. So if Book can come back 100%, man, I just see Phoenix getting through the gauntlet of the Western Conference and getting to a final and repeating. I actually got them going up against the Milwaukee Bucks in a rematch. The NBA is known for these repeat championship kind of series. I mean, it's happened over the course of history in the NBA. If you just look back, a rematch in the finals is nothing new. It'd be cool to see Phoenix return the favor. Plus, my boy, shout out to Zig, living out there in Phoenix. It would be fun to go out there and visit him in June to watch the NBA Finals out there. So that'd be fun. So I'm kind of rooting with an ulterior motive, be out there in Phoenix in June, kicking with him too. So
right, okay.
I would love to see Chris Paul really on the cool. Now that you said it, that would end it. That would end it. He's good at that. At that point.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with both of y'all. I would like to see, if I had to pick two teams, I would really like to see have the opportunity to win the championship. Would be Golden State and Phoenix. Even though I am a Celtics fan, I still think we're still some pieces away, and even a little bit more experience away from actually doing it. The same thing we all said as far as the Grizzlies. Memphis.
Shout out to Marcus Smart, man.
Oh, you read my mind.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah. To say that.
Yeah.
Good
Shout out to Marcus, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
He the first guard to get it since the glove.
Hey, man.
Coming.
Hey, look.
I thought Mikal Bridges was going to
GP gave him the
I did too.
Right?
Yeah, GP gave it to him. I thought Mikal Bridges was going to win it.
I really did too. I honestly did too.
He played all 82 games.
Yeah.
Marcus
but I did
Smart. Cut you off, Tim. Marcus Smart
right.
beat the odds after he kicked that cat at Oklahoma State. After he kicked I don't know if it was a reporter or another player on the other team. After he did that, I'm like, he a hothead. They gonna blackball this cat. Ain't gonna do. He's only been in Boston, right? He ain't never played nowhere else, right?
Yeah, that's
nope.
Bro. That boy there. After all these years, that's hard work. You gotta want to play defense, man. You can teach sliding your damn feet.
Yes.
You gotta really want to lock somebody up or take on the challenge. And man, that's big stuff, man. That boy won that. I'm like, what? I said, oh wow.
First guard in 26 years, man.
That's beautiful, man. That's good stuff, man. But he really does try to play defense, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He really, really is out there trying to play D.
Now, I'm gonna tell you now, talking about Marcus, he's another player that I could say that Ben Simmons, you ain't got no excuse whatsoever for not being able to shoot. Marcus Smart was not a great shooter when he came into his league.
Yeah, he worked.
He was horrible. They played him early in his career like they played Westbrook now. I'd be at my line.
Nah, you're right.
Okay, I'm just saying, you know, and that's my boy. I love him. But the thing was, he first said, you know what? I know I'm not a great shooter, but what am I great at? Defense. And he hung his hat on that. He took his hat off, hung that bad boy on the wall, said it's time to go to work. And that's what he's done. Now, in doing so, he worked on his shooting every single season. And he's gotten better now to the point where if he hadn't worked on his shooting, he would not have been able to pump fake and have 2 Nets defenders jump at him.
Gotcha.
Because if that didn't happen, if he had not worked on his shooting, if he was not able to do that, that scenario would never have happened. He never would have been able to drive to the basket and dish it off to Tatum at the last second to get the ball up. So that shows you, hey, you know what I'm saying? You Ben Simmons over there sitting on the sideline looking, hey, yo, this dude was a horrible shooter when he came in. Whoa, he's knocking out threes.
Did you see KD's defense on the last play?
Yeah, man. That's all it takes.
Kyrie should have never been in that position.
That'll lose you a series right there.
Yeah.
Kyrie should have never been in that position. And the spin move was IQ.
On point.
That was reflex right there.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
That was reflex.
Working out with Kobe. That's what that was. Bro, I'm looking like I don't think I would have spun. I probably would have tried to go in the middle, and I probably the ball would have still been in my hands when I released it.
That was
I asked myself, could you have made that move? No.
But I'm saying in the course of the game, you don't even think about it. Like you just know you got to get the ball up because the time running out. So you notice he didn't dribble the ball at all. So you know it was just an instinctive move to do that. That come from just practicing and playing basketball. You do a lot of instinctive moves just off the cuff, you know. So, but that last possession or those last 2 plays,
2 possessions, right?
Brooklyn lost the game. They came out of the timeout up 3.
Yeah.
They let Jaylen Brown go coast to coast, lay the ball up. Nobody turned him. Nobody whispered in his ear, nothing. He just got layup. They come down. They damn near get a shot clock violation. Just Kyrie and KD just passing the ball back and forth to each other and throw a BS shot. And then they come down and play good defense for 20 seconds when they needed to play it for 21. Tatum gets the layup and they win.
What was the thing when they were saying that Steve Nash did KD get fouled on a play that I missed?
When?
At the end of the game, obviously not the Boston, but one of the possessions, they were like, "Oh, Steve Nash should have brought it up during the press conference. Why did he let it happen? Something happened? KD got fouled, or there was a no call, and they were bringing it up on the radio like, how come Nash didn't address it and get fined during the whatchamacallit? They
was up 1 under a minute left and lost the game. So.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was a situation in New York. They were like,
but that's probably why he didn't bring it up.
And down here they said it. I'm like, damn, I was watching the game.
But that's probably why he didn't bring it up. So people forget Steve Nash is a player too. He ain't for the excuses, man. They was
no
under a minute left.
It was
excuse. They supposed to win that game.
Yeah.
They supposed.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I kind of like, you know, especially these newer coaches. You know, like I said, my fence is still out a little bit on Steve Nash. Yeah, like I said, Kerr he's definitely earned my respect with how he was able to maneuver that team. 'Cause like I said, I thought you know, it's pretty good, but you know, at the same time, we all agree, you know, Mark Jackson was the one to put that team together. So you know, is it the coach or is it the players? Well, he's proven it's the coach, you know, moving forward.
He took him to another level. You got to get
so I definitely do. Like I said, I wasn't gonna say he wasn't a great coach. I just didn't know if he was a good coach. Sure. But he's definitely earned my respect in that regard. So we're kind of saying Phoenix if everything works out right. Golden State. I think everybody. Yeah, I think Golden State would be a great story, especially with everything they've been through.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great story. I am still 100% behind Phoenix. And then in the East, I want to say Brooklyn, but if they make it out of the first round, they look pretty good. But I think if they make it out of the first round, they're going to be running into the Bucks. Yeah, and I think the Bucks right now.
I don't think the Bucks gonna go nowhere anytime soon, man.
I think the Bucks. I don't think they got enough for the Bucks.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said,
they don't have Jay.
I don't think
they got enough to beat the Bucks.
I don't think they do either. I really don't.
No,
really
and I,
don't.
Bucks
and I
play
think it was you, Richard, that said you made the comparison of the Bucks with the old school Spurs. Like, hey, all they got to do is limp into the playoffs. Don't matter where they seated.
It don't matter where they go.
They've got
They
the
don't.
squad. They've got a squad
Man,
that
they play
they
all
can.
them boys, man. All them boys
Yeah.
play just like we just saw Memphis do this year. They went deeper into their little bench.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But Milwaukee, every time somebody come on the court, I'll be like, solid, decent,
Yeah.
good.
right.
Not
Yeah,
gonna do, you don't with Milwaukee. Nobody tries, even Giannis. Nobody tries to do too damn much, bro.
right.
Giannis has won me over to where like he doesn't even want to shine and all that. He'd probably rather his brother hit the game-winning shot than him.
Right.
Giannis he looks like he's really
Yeah.
genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get all the shine, bro. I'm just telling you, I'm taking the last shot. If I miss it, don't say nothing to me. You shouldn't have thrown me the damn ball. You didn't want me to shoot the ball, don't throw me the damn ball. Don't you put that up there.
Look like the Nets about to fall to 0-2.
Oh wow. Yeah, mine
105.
just
Y'all need the
yeah,
ball,
mine just updated too. Wow.
Give me the rock, bro.
Oh man. Anyways,
If I miss it, hey, oh well.
we know,
Give me the ball.
Rashard. I'm just messing with you, Rashard. You know I love you, man.
No,
Hey,
but
look,
I mean,
we
nah,
won
yeah,
we
yeah.
won championships together, so I ain't even mad. You already know we won championship together, so we good. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
Hit
Hey, can't tell nobody take that away from us. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on my championship ring.
Hey,
Get my championship ring.
Hey, gonna tell it. Hey, we gonna tell everybody 2 weeks before the playoffs, like I ain't coming back next season.
Yeah, that's right. We did. But anyways, hey,
Oh man,
guys, this has been another great show. You guys, of course, like always, you make this show really happen. And as you can see, definitely catch up with us on our social media platforms at Facebook at Timothy, Richard, Jamal, Twitter at Hey Coach Podcast, and Instagram at, you guessed it, Hey Coach Podcast. Like you said, you've been watching us on our YouTube channel here. And then if you want to catch our audio podcast, you can go to anchor.fm/Hey Coach T. Gentlemen, like I said, this has been a great show. You guys most definitely make this show very enjoyable, and I really appreciate you guys. So, hey, have a good rest of your week. To my fellas here and to everybody out there watching this episode and listening to it on the audio podcast. Have a wonderful week. Make sure you catch up, stay up on all our past episodes on our YouTube channel, and like I said, also on our Anchor for the audio podcast. But don't worry, because we will be back next week for another exciting episode of Hey Coach with Coach Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mundane. Gentlemen, have a great one.
all right.